Happy Thursday. So I wanted to pop on and talk about having favorite foods and a few of my favorite foods that are plant-based. I was sitting with a friend today and we were talking about how bored she was with the food that she was eating. And I tried to explain that you really need to find like some new favorites, things that are like so good that you just want to have instead of having the things that might be calling you, right? So you're making changes and you're finding good stuff. So I wanted to show you today a few of my favorites, which are plant-based and clean eating, meaning I've read the ingredients. It's usually organic or non-GMO because to me, I feel that's clean eating. And, being plant-based or having more plant-based options in your day, week, month is going to only make you healthier. So having favorite plant-based options that are clean is like to me a win-win-win. Um, I wanted to show you my favorite granola right now. Um, I used to like paleo, I don't remember the name of it exactly, but it had a lot of nuts in it that I myself had inflammation from. So I started exploring some other granola, and I always liked Bob's Red Mill. They make gluten-free flour and egg replacement, so many different types of things. You usually see non-GMO here. Here's another um, red mill, which is again another of my favorite, oatmeal, which I put raisins and blueberries and cherries dried. Um, so you'll see they're also usually really good with the ingredients too. And yeah, this is sweet. It has maple syrup, I believe, in it. Yes, that's how it's sweetened. But many cereals that we tend to get, and some granolas that you're not reading the back, there's probably like 3 different types of sugar inside your granola that you don't even realize because you look and you see sugar, but then there's like 25 different ways of sugar. Maple syrup is considered sugar, right? So, if you looked at it and you didn't see sugar, you might not think sugar, but it is, it's what's sweetening it. Um, but for myself, I can't go wrong with a small bowl, or a handful, or, uh, you know, again, my favorite. This easy, quick, always tastes good. You could put water in there. You could also put coconut cream. When you put coconut cream in, it sweetens it up, And so if you are plant-based, it's better than milk. Um, I also wanted to show you. Now, I choose to be gluten-free because I feel better when I don't eat as much wheat. But when I do have wheat, my go-to is Dave's Killer Bread. For myself, I find it to be really quality ingredients, and it is organic and non-GMO. You can get it off of Amazon. I've seen it in, I believe, Aldi's, Fresh Market, Whole Foods. I mean, you see it in. I've seen it in Uncle Giuseppe's, in grocery stores that I was surprised to be coming across it. So highly suggest trying it. Now they've expanded and they have hamburger rolls and hot dog rolls and English muffins and cinnamon raisin and all that. You could take it to any extreme. For myself, I have to stay away from barley because it's one of the foods that seem to cause me inflammation, and I'm just trying to eliminate and see if it makes a difference. And a lot of it has barley because it's natural, but this one doesn't. So, you can find vegan, plant-based choices there too. I also wanted to show you, and then I got a Misfit Market that I think I'm going to show you too. Um, I have been playing around with ramen uh, bowls, and I had gone to a place called Slurp with my son, and I had my first vegan bowl, and it was delicious. And I was like, it would be great if I could find something, and make it myself. So I found organic ramen noodles, which to me is just a better choice right off the bat if I'm going to make it. If I wanted to, well, I'm from one place plant-based, gluten-free, but coconut amino is the alternative to a soy sauce. So for myself, I am typically gluten-free, except for the bread and for the noodles. But when I, want to make something a teriyaki or, stir fry, or I want to add something into my peppers, this is what I use instead of soy sauce. And then the other item that I have found, Ocean Job Lot. I found this, I believe. You could find it on Amazon. I've seen it in Whole Foods and Fresh Market again. And it's an inexpensive organic broth that has minimal ingredients. And I use it for the basis of everything. Oh, I wanted to show you one other thing. When I did this just as an experiment. I bought, I believe it was like 25 bucks, and I think this is a 5 pound. I should probably get more of the information for you. And I'll put all this stuff below. But I wanted to see if I could save money with the cans of beans that I eat. If I got it dried and cooked it myself, one, it'd be more healthy for myself instead of sitting in a can for whoever knows how long. This is how it gets stored the best way. And two, I could put it in a crock pot, leave it, for a few hours, and have 1 cup of beans be 3 cups of beans, and do lots of things with it for the week. So I've been really loving this, and I wanted to show you. Like I said, I will put the links below. And the one other thing I want to show you, I guess I had too much, is sunflower oil. This was something that I was like, let me just see, try a different kind of oil in my salads, cooking with it. Sunflower oil for myself, I've never really experimented with, but it's a light oil and you can put it on just about everything. I would say it's more like avocado oil. Again, it's organic, and I really, it's nutty, so it's really nice in like dressings and that kind of stuff. So um, now I want to show you, and this box is heavy. Oh, Misfit Markets. Misfit Markets is an organic fruit and vegetable company that I've been purchasing from prior to the pandemic because I thought it was a great idea. I was not finding fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables, as cheap as what I could find here. And it was being delivered to my house. And, then the pandemic hit and everybody really started to do more of that, right? Um, I've watched this company transform, right? It was a dinky little box with maybe not as much packaging and not as structured as the way it is now. But, it kept adding things, and now the company is pretty cool. They sell lots of different stuff. I highly suggest read the ingredients because there's a lot of organic stuff, processed food stuff on there that if you read the ingredients, I would never touch, and you're just paying silly money for. So if I were you, I would stick with the fruits and vegetables because it's not easy to find organic fruits and vegetables at 40 or 60% off. And I literally go through it and find the ones that are the best bargain. And I go, oh, I like that. Oh, I'll make that. And why the hell not? So that's why to me, I think this box is getting heavy is because they changed recently, and now it is you have to put a box together for $30 or more. I think by the time you're done, if you stay around 30, it's like 36 for shipping, and so it comes to you. But again, like I said, I go through it. I really don't buy. I have friends who have bought like the chips and the cookies and the dried chickpeas. And when I flipped it over and started looking, I'm like, like I could get a better version of that at a store after reading the back. Um, but there are organic fruits and vegetables you can't really find anywhere else. Anyway, enough of that. Okay. Apparently I got two because this box is a little bigger, which is cool. But these are great because you can put them down the sink. They also say you can put it in potted plants or gardens. I wouldn't per se, but you could. And then the other thing I do with it is I save one or two of them. I put them in the freezer, and then over the summer I throw them in like coolers and stuff like that. So I am enjoying sunflower microgreens and pea shoots. It's like a whole different, it just makes a salad just different. I mentioned before the sunflower has a nutty taste, so does this. And to me, it's worth like everything you see here is under $30. So I also got a large, I never get iceberg lettuce. This is organic iceberg lettuce, but I have been really into making wraps, and iceberg lettuce is perfect for that, or cabbage leaves. So I was like, yeah, I saw it on there. It was inexpensive, so I got it. Big thing of grapes, cucumbers. I think these are called garlic scraps, I believe. Um, I've used them a few times, and they're awesome. They're not quite like as potent as a garlic, but they're not scallions you kind of think they are. They have a real garlic kind of taste. So I put it in like roasted potatoes, peppers and onions, that type of thing. Really good. Then we got broccoli, which I used all the way, down to here, because once you chop that up and you put it in a stir fry, you would never know, and it's super good for you all the way down. And then I did get a pile of potatoes because I needed some potatoes in the house. More and more. I guess I overdid the potatoes. Oh, and that's a peach. And then I got these monster. These are all organic again. Peaches. I believe there's a fourth one here because my daughter asked for them. Peppers and beets. And with the beets, you clip right here. The best thing for this is put it right into aluminum foil and put it in the oven. When you take it out of the oven and you let it cool, you could just kind of like squeeze the beet and the skin comes right off. It's a lot easier in my opinion. And then you can chop this up. I saute it or put it in my salad. Same thing with carrot, greens. Like I Google that crap. I'm like, you know what? Can I eat that? And all the crap all the pieces of a vegetable, or I don't know, for years that I never touch. Like, oh, we don't eat that. Who says? So this is my Misfit Market, and I will put below I have a discount code. Basically, you get money off your first order and all that. And I'll put some of the links below of the food that I would suggest. And I actually have a link that it's like all my favorites, because people have asked me like, well, what do you eat? And so what I did is I kind of came up with my favorites. And I'll put that below too, because it's been helpful to give it to my clients and say, well, here are some of the things, because people in California or Michigan, my clients around the country, um, we don't have all the same stores. So I can go to a store and easily get this. Not everybody can, and that should change. So I hope that you have a great night, and I will chat with you tomorrow. Bye.